Heyo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. We are back, baby. Hi there, what's up? Lavish, how you doing? K-Froggy, good morning. Jason, what's up? Don, Kinetic, Kyle, Eddie, Simon, Georgie, what up? Ready to kill a Monday session? Yeah, let's get after it, guys. Jugger, what's up? Pietro, Next Warren Buffett, Griffin, Grizz, Brohy, Pinato, Johnny, what's up? What's up? Buenos dias, Boris. How you doing? Well, we had a nice little rally in the overnight, up to 4-hour supply, and then we turned around, had a bit of a dip, down to 955. Why 955, you ask? That's a great question, and I don't have the answer. We had a little bit of consolidation there on Friday, but cool. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm paying attention to this level here. See if we come down and test that again sometime this AM. Right now we are under VWAP here, but overall, I mean, got to be a little bit bullish, right? ES. Let's see. ES is just off of all-time highs. NAS has not quite gotten back there yet. Still a ways away, but it's kind of an interesting spot because we're pretty much at equal highs from August 21st, 22nd area. So we do want to see us snap through these supply zones and crank a little bit higher for the bull case. Yeah, there's news 15 after open to be aware of. You might have to remind me again. It's we have PMI at 8:45 my time. This is the manufacturing and services. Cool. Johnny, I'm in Chicagoland, so I'm right by CME, Chicago Board of Trade too. So this is, I mean, honestly, Chicago's the home of futures. All right, looks like we'll have like pretty close to VWAP open here, which I don't really love, but the news is definitely something where if you're in a trade, it can definitely snap you out. What's up, Parshov? How you doing? Eddie, Sonka, what's up? What's up, Santa? Miguel, good morning. Parshov, the 1p indicator, it's intraday cycles, bearish and bullish cycles, and you can kind of glean a lot of information from it. You can read more about it by clicking that link. Streamlabs posts. What's up, Dragos? How you doing? Gandalf, what's up? Wish you had Topstep at 10 PA accounts. You know, that would be interesting. I feel like they'd have to change some of their rules and make it less the way it is. So maybe 5's the happy medium where it can be reasonable. Johnny, nice. You're in Berlin. V Gates. All right. What's up, Coolio? Caden. Almost as good as Hearst. You know, I actually did some market's open. I did some looking up more about Hearst over the weekend. And you know what? You know, when we, you know, Joe was saying, oh, the cycles changed, they repainted. Well, basically, what Hearst is doing is finding these time cycles within its model that coincide the most to determine future, what could happen in the future. So the reason why it's, in hindsight it looks perfect is because it found the time cycle for that trough and is now, expounding that model forward. I think that's the case. All right, so here's a VWAP retest, break and retest here. It's right off the open. Any other time of day, I'd probably be interested in that, but no trade for me. I have $2,700 profit on the 150K combine I'm working on. I need to make $9,000 a pass. A lot of banding on the countdown animation. Okay. I mean, I've had that countdown since I started streaming, and am I going to go in and make a new one anytime soon? Probably not. Oh, exclusive is back with the math. You're looking for 850 because of math. 850. I mean, not today. Are you looking for 850 today? I have a 90-minute demand a bit above it. So you essentially want to see a sweep of Friday's low. That's what you're looking for, essentially. What's up, Joe? There he is. How you doing? Nice, Dom. Good luck. Hope it goes well for you. All right, back under VWAP here. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Yeah, we are right down to the open. The future's open. Grizz, you want to see 955 today? So about 100 points above exclusives math. Just want to check. Everyone can hear the music, right? I had to do some finagling in the OBS last night. Barely. Okay. Cool. I split the audio in the recording, so like the music's not always on the recording. You can only hear the bass drums. Well, you probably don't have your speakers on other than your subwoofer. It's probably just your sub. Joe, you want to get short by that news? Yeah. Anyone do anything fun this weekend while we wait for news? Did you ever use Fib? Yeah, every once in a while. Usually, most often use it for just for a measurement, 50% retracement. I don't actually use the Fib numbers other than 50%, but sometimes it can be helpful. What are your thoughts on tick charts? I've used them. I had the 2K tick chart for a little bit. But I'm comfortable with my time-based charts, so. Oh, Sonka, that sounds terrible. Hope your dog's doing all right. More value, please, says surfing in Dominican Republic here. All right, I think you win. Definitely sounds the most fun. Charles, we went to a PBR rodeo. What's a PBR rodeo? What is PBR? It's not the beer. What else is PBR? Is Bookmap used with the one with Motivate? Well, Bookmap is a brand name. Heatmap is just the generic name. So I don't often use the Heatmap, but I use Bookmap. Like I actually have Bookmap because there's some other things in Bookmap I was trying out other than just the Heatmap. But I haven't used Bookmap in a little bit. Pro bull riding. Okay, thanks. I'm not from the South, so I've never been to a rodeo. I don't know anything about it. All right. Yeah, TraderMap Pro plugin. Yeah, I've seen that. Doesn't it cost extra though? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I did too. I keep hurting my back, man. Ugh. Say, oh, what's up? Let's get this cash monies. Let's get it. 5 minutes on news. There's your reminder. Should see some volatility come in for a minute or two. And then hopefully there'll be some good setups after that. What's up from Denmark? How you doing? I hear from Joe. He says, just wait, you guys. It only gets more challenging as you age. LOL. Enjoy your youthful health. It's funny how, everything's relative. So when people in their late 20s are like, oh, I'm getting so old, I'm like, shut up. But when I was in my late 20s, I think I felt the same. But now in my mid 30s, I'm just like, oh, you're still in your 20s, you're a baby. And then Joe, who's undisclosed age, but older than me, probably feels the same about someone in their mid 30s. Lavish, you are a child. 22, come on. Man. 40s is the new 30. I'm fitter than I was in my 20s. Working out helps. Yeah. There's it depends on what you do, but there's sometimes when you don't have a lot of money and you're just kind of trying to work, it's harder to find the time to exercise. And then when you hit the next level in your career, hopefully, ideally, you can kind of whittle out a little bit of a window for yourself to care yourself. Tom's 52 and feels amazing. Nice, and enjoy Mexico. All right, if your age ends in teen, you got nothing to worry. You are so young. But again, it's all relative, right? Okay, we're still holding out for 2 more minutes here for news. Lavish, you're right. You're almost the same age as them. You probably hung out in the same Call of Duty lobby or whatever, Fortnite. I don't know, whatever kids do. Yes, just chopping around view. I mean, holding view up for the most part. I would like to see us move higher off news. No, I take that back, actually. I'd rather see us move lower off news, sweep some lows, take some lows out, and then... These ads are messing with the stream, keep just taking me back to the front of the stream. I don't even know. I haven't changed anything about the ads. Here, I can do delay ads. There. I don't know. I don't know why I'd reset you. It kind of looks like we're setting up for a knife. If I was a gambling man, maybe I am. If I was willing to gamble with this, I would consider. I would look for a short side move here. Charles, I started learning trading when I was like 30, 31. So you didn't miss the boat. I think trading would have been harder in my 20s just because I didn't have any money. And it's hard to trade when money means so much. When you don't really have any extra money to lose, it can really affect your emotions. There's a knife lower off of that. I think it froze on NASDAQ. Yeah, there we go. So quick little spike down, back up. Yeah, Joe says, you guys have no idea. It's so much easier to trade now than when I started. Yeah, definitely. It's only gotten more retail friendly in terms of how easy it is to have access to really advanced tools. So spike down, spike up, a little volatility both ways. Let it die down. Yeah, you used to have to call your broker to place a trade. And it used to cost a lot too. Guess how much it cost just to use TradeStation back in the day? I have no idea, honestly. I can't imagine, you know, it being more than like a few $100, but I'm sure it was. Just to use TradeStation, I don't know, like $1,000 a year. I have no idea. You had to buy it for $9,000. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Yeah, you know, software in general was like the barrier to entry was so high. I remember even Photoshop being really expensive, like several $100s, and being a kid and being like, you know, I mean, that's why Napster and things like that took off, is because like people wanted access to this stuff without, but the cost was just so crazy high. Like I instead of Photoshop, I think I had a Paint Shop Pro. It was like Coral Paint Shop Pro. It was like just like a lesser version of Photoshop. I essentially did a similar thing. Yeah, there you go, Rodri. Photoshop versus Paint Shop Pro. Yeah, I had Paint Shop Pro. I think that's what I talked my dad into getting, because it was like way cheaper than Photoshop. It was cool. Yeah, and then I got high-speed internet and the Pirate Bay changed things. Microsoft Paint. I remember like when I was like in middle school, 8th grade, we did like a computer applications class. It was like, you learn like very basic stuff. You know, you do typing stuff where you get really good at typing. You did like, you know, learning spreadsheet, you know, database spreadsheets, work, stuff like that. Very basic, but I had that class, and I would finish my work early, and then you know, you can't open any program. All the programs at school are like, there's nothing on there. So I'd open up Microsoft Paint, and I would just like paint with like a 1-pixel brush, black the entire screen, just to pass time. All right, so I think news is done for the day. Like big red folder news. I think there's maybe some Fed speak, or let's see. I think there was something else I saw. Y'all remember Mavis speaking? Yeah. I mean, I got really good at typing though, because we had those keyboard covers where you can't see the keys, and then you'd have to type that way, you know, without being able to look. So I got really good at typing. Now I look back upon a time where we could just buy Photoshop outright instead of subscription. Yeah. I mean, I'm a little torn about it, because like, yeah, subscription sucks and you end up paying a lot. But it's also like, if you wanted to use like Lightroom and Photoshop for $10 and entry fee, you know, to get for a month, $10, you could get it. Which, you know, at least it lowers that a little bit, even though it still sucks. How about Pro Tools? Oh, well, for any audio people out there, my favorite Christmas present was I got an Mbox 2 Pro when I was like 17, 18. And it came with a copy of Pro Tools 7, I think. And I loved that. It was awesome. I became a Pro Tools master. All right. I'm like pretty rusty with it now, because I'll use like Premiere Pro, like video editing hotkeys in Pro Tools. I'm like, that's not right, because I just don't do audio stuff as much anymore. But I used to be very good with Pro Tools, very fast. I never liked Logic. I now I use Ableton more. Ableton's now my favorite one for actually creating music, but Pro Tools is still the GOAT for editing. Very immediate action, feels like a chop day. I mean, we are in the middle of this range here, this little balance. So, yeah, nothing too exciting at the moment. Yeah, Ableton's really fun. It's really conducive to just like creating without getting, software getting in the way. I really like it. And if you already understand other DAWs, then it's not too hard to pick up. It's like pretty simple. Into VWAP. No, I never used Affinity. Yeah. I'm a Lightroom guy mostly, and so I'm not switching to anything else anytime soon. Is it good for virtual instruments? Yeah, it's awesome. It's very, Ableton's very MIDI friendly, where to me, Pro Tools is not fun for MIDI. I think it kind of sucks. Ableton's like made for that. So I would say it's super awesome for that kind of stuff, Joe. All right. Really not too excited about this VWAP test, but it could be a good entry here long. It just feels very choppy still. I would like to get more information from the market. It is Monday. Sometimes it can be lackluster. I'm a Lightroom Classic guy. Whatever they call that. They keep messing with the names, right? It was Lightroom Classic, and I think they got rid of the Classic part, but it's really confusing because the cloud-based one doesn't have a better name. They really messed that up. It's really hard to talk about clearly. But the Lightroom Classic is, that's the best one. Exclusive. You're funny. "30-minute chart to me, it's a little. To me, it looks a little bearish, honestly. Let's see if I'm kind of interested. If VWAP holds, though, we could get a pop here. I really don't want to just lose money in chop, taking like suboptimal setups. I don't see any reason to do that. Just catch the move when it pops. I mean, you know me. I love catching the move at the tail end of consolidation. That's my favorite. I like a bull flag on top of VWAP, generally speaking. It's usually a buy for me because it's very good risk reward. All right, Froggy. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, go grab your shower. I'm sure the market won't do too much while you're going. How do you decide when the end of consolidation is near? I mean, again, you see the tightening, and you see, to me, like I look for a few other factors. Like I look at the 1OP, see if we're gonna get like a cycle accelerating or crossing or something like that, and then I try to get in. For longs, I try to get in as low as possible. So if we're hugging like VWAP here, and it's tightening, maybe I put a limit order down here, see if it comes in and fills me before it expands. We gonna get it? We gonna get it?
Let me show you something.
I want it short though while we're sitting on top of VWAP though, Grizz. What's up for Devs Dev? How you doing? If you look at the 5 minute, I mean, all these wicks are pretty much underneath the bodies. So, I don't know. I think we got to give up VWAP first before I'd want to short. Curie, exclamation point indicator if you want to learn about it. It's proprietary to a platform called One Option, Option Stalker. Okay, gave up VWAP there. There's the move, Grizz. Looks like you just getting chopped up there. But your bias may be correct. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Don't want to get chopped up. That was pretty nasty. Rachel, like the stream, Chef. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, untradeable. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. Keep an eye on VIX here at the lows from Friday. You know, VIX could get a little bounce here. That would help the bearish case here. But if it kind of gives up the lows here, then I definitely want to be long. What's up, Kevin? Good morning. How you doing? Long may be the way to go here after that buy up. Any tips for burnout? I mean, take a break when you feel like you need a break. And if you don't feel like coming back to the markets, then don't do it. Like, markets should pull you back. You know, you shouldn't be able to really, you shouldn't want to escape the pull from the markets in order to become a, you know, full-time trader. I think you just gotta love it. You gotta want to keep coming back even after you take a little break. You gotta be excited to get back to it. Otherwise, you don't have to trade. Maybe just swing trade, something like that. Chop, 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 chop. Whale teeth action, I like that. I haven't heard that before. So far, I made $21. That will not buy me smoked ribs. Don't worry, Joe. There'll be some breakouts for you to catch, I'm sure. Some sustained momentum in a direction. Steak from Drake Farm. Yeah, I had my oatmeal for the day already. There might not be, I mean, we might not get a good session this morning. Sometimes those Monday mornings can start pretty anemic. Oh, this is a great setup in the morning if it pops. Because we've just been consolidating for so long, Joe. I do have some 4-hour supply here. This is my long target would be 130s. I mean, ES at least is, you know, putting in a bit of a higher low here. Maybe we can get off the deck. Can you make money on both live and express accounts? Yeah, you can. If Topstep moves you to live, you can still have express accounts. Ever shot long exposure photos on film on a rangefinder? No, I have not. Exclusive. Long exposure to me takes so much trial and error that I'm not like good enough with film to feel like I can nail exposure. I mean, I'd want to do it on digital first, figure out the settings. It's just, you know, it's costly. ES is you know, pushing highs. I do think NASDAQ can get a little pump out of here. I'm gonna try it here. See if we can get this pop. I'm gonna be quick to close if we don't pop soon. But since ES is pushing highs, I want to see NASDAQ get off the deck. There we go. Just need to see some sustained move, not just any move. I'm just gonna be really quick to get out, not lose money on something like this. Okay, out for a scratch there. Do you see what I mean though when I say like trying to get out or trying to get in right before consolidation, right before the break consolidation? To me, that was like a pretty sick entry, and a lot of times, you'll get the move. So I was just looking for like a little bit of an increase in volatility, and then putting risk on. I mean, that got hammered down pretty good there. Let's see though. ES still looks like it wants to grind higher. Might be good for one more shot here. Why not short? We're still above VWAP. ES is pushing highs, like I said. So I'm not really going to want to short while ES is doing that. But, you know, we close below VWAP and things start looking pretty. We can kind of break under this opening low. Then, yeah, I'd be interested in shorts for sure. So, just for the time being, longs make sense. But also, no trading makes sense too. Yeah, Jason, I agree. It is nice. Thanks for being here. Seems like my bit rate's a little low. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, $30 instead of a loss. Yeah, I'm similar to Friday, Joe. It is nice being pretty nimble, right? Maybe we're good now on longs, This is nuts. So I don't know if it's really worth putting more risk on right now, but yeah, I mean, there's a case to be made for staying nimble, taking more trades, but like getting out for break even or, $50 loss as opposed to 500. I think that makes a huge difference when you're scalping like that. I mean, everyone's trying to like guess the which way we break out of this choppy consolidation. So I think someone said this. Someone said about being a fake out. I'm trying to figure out exclusive. Anything's gonna be a fake out. Yeah. So like, it's gonna trap somebody, right? If it's looks long, maybe it's gonna trap some longs and just reverse. It just feels very take your money kind of day. Someone scan his barcode, see what pops up. Yeah, no kidding. Beep. Cantaloupe, what? Yeah, without a doubt, it's going right. That is the only certainty, I think. I hate VWAP chop. One thing I think that might be helpful is keeping an eye on VIX, seeing if it gives us any information. Nice, Jose. Glad to hear it. If we can get a decent close on VIX below 1760, to me, I would look for shorts to be short-lived, the downside to be short-lived. If we just bounce here on VIX, then I like shorts. Yes, back in the VWAP. Nah, it's starting to pick up some volatility. Might be taking a dump here. But again, it's very, very dicey. Trend line here is helping. I would say if we can crack these lows and get a little retest, I would consider shorting. But so far, nothing good. What's up, Sebastian? Yeah, just chilling, man. I agree, Joe. Finger on the short, yeah. Nice, Christopher. You're paper trading today? Smart. I think that's a smart move. Very reasonable. Her cycles. So Joe, what I'm trying to figure out with them is, so I was reading about them. They try to find, they have a model of like different times they look for, and then they try to find, I think, the one that's the cycles that's the most relevant. And so that's why like the repainting. Also, like depending on your zoom level, it changes. So I just zoomed in on those and like it changed. So depending on your zoom level too, you know, so that's why it's gotta learn how to use them, but. So you can look at the cycles here in the bottom left. So it's like, look at the 5 hour, 2.6 hour, 52 minute, 26 minute, 13 minute. And like I had to zoom out because it wasn't, see now I zoom out now, it's the 2.8 hour, it's different cycles. So yeah, I don't know. ES pushing new highs again. It's not, the goal isn't to make it look like it predicted it. The goal is to find the relevant time cycle that the market is correlating with. Right? If there's a bunch of, if the market is a bunch of different, if it's operating a bunch of different cycles at any given point, I think it's trying to find the one that it's currently operating in, and then expand, extrapolate that cycle forward. I think that's my understanding of it. So nice pop there on ES there. I mean, this is crazy. These wicks are just nasty. I mean, let's see if we can get a move out of this range, man. We are dropping lower there on VIX. I would think the upside is in play, but again, still in the middle of this consolidation. Yeah, trend line is the best indicator of all time. I love a good trend line. His father was John. You absolutely can consider today's market ass. Yeah. So far, at least. It could change, but so far it's ass. A goal for me today is to not overtrade. But I am feeling a upside move first, as long as VIX can close kind of heavy here. But the 1OP does seem to be maybe crossing up here for a bullish cycle. Have to wait and see whether it does or not. Bounced off this trend line many times, yeah. Yeah, ES into pre-market highs. Good looking out there, yeah. By the way, do you consider selling options very far out of the money when markets are chopping sideways? No, I don't. I'm not an options seller. It's not a strategy I'm comfortable with. All right, there's a nice pop here. Again, you know, looking for VIX, looking for 1OP, looking for other pieces of the puzzle to put together and see what seems most plausible. This could easily trap longs here. Or we could actually get some sustained movement. My bot 99 call me a savage. Bunch of buy volume that's not really, it's not really doing a lot for us yet. Feels a little trappy, doesn't it? Yeah, 1OP did not. 1OP head back down here. It's interesting. VIX put in quite the wick. Yeah, I don't know. This feels a little dicey to the long side now. Not as clean as it might have been. I don't know. This might be short worthy. Yeah, I agree. The spot's not good, Jason. I would much rather. I mean, I think like entering 15 points higher makes a decent difference on a day like today. It really helps you protect yourself. There's music. Should be able to hear it. Oh, well, this is fun.
Makes you wonder what the world's coming to. Makes you wonder what the world's coming to. What the world's coming to.
5 minute? I thought it was going to be an engulfing candle, and we just turned into a hammer. This is tricky. ES looks a little knifey to me here. Looks a little knifey. This is nuts, guys. Everyone back from the weekend ready to trade, and it's just like not giving you anything. Market's in take your money mode. I'm really, I was tempted to short this on ES here. I mean, I'm glad I didn't, just because I don't. Even if it does break, I mean, I'm sitting in this. Sounds like a bad idea. How in the hell am I gonna get smoked ribs today? I might just have to use some of your profit from last week, Joe. You know what's interesting here is VIX does maybe seem to be putting in a low here. Might get a return to its top of its range, which would be good for the bear case. Again. Yeah, no trace today equals green. I agree. We're gonna get the crack finally. There it goes. Yeah, NAS to VWAP here. This is just a bounce off VWAP. I don't even know. I don't even know. Down to VWAP again. We cracking this? What? What are we doing? Middle of the chop. Middle of the chop. What's up, Bubblegum? Yeah, I did have a pretty good weekend. Did a lot of video editing. Oof. Go long full margin, yeah. Today's a great day for that. don't know. I don't know. Other than just being like, no trading. It's a little tricky to figure out. It's just a coin flip. Sometimes on these like really crappy mornings, sometimes, the afternoon sets up nice, and then there's like a really nice trade. And at that point, I've already dug myself a big hole from trying to trade the previous crap. And then I'm like, why didn't I just wait for the one really good setup? And then I'm up $1,000 instead of just, back to wherever, break even or whatever it was. So it is possible that patience will pay off and there will be a setup today. Or it's possible that today is just really a much of a no trade kind of day. I would like to, try to catch a little momentum, but there's not the sustained move to be had, really. The best thing has been buying off this trend line. Like this move here was the only, that's like semi-clean move. To me, that's pretty much been it. I mean, this one too, off the trend line. But yeah, Eddie, you're right. And that's like, that's always been my kryptonite, is like overtrading crappy price action. I'm always just like, well, now it has to break out, And it's like, no, it can still just chop you around. It can chop you around all day. It can chop you around for 2 days. And so I always like convince myself, like, well, VIX is doing this, 1OP is doing that. I convince myself that there's a setup, when usually, that setup will pay when the price action is decent. But when it's garbage, it's garbage. Dan, have you heard Apex isn't allowing new evaluation accounts anymore? Well, that doesn't make any sense. That's their business. What do you mean? Do you mean they just like turned off buying for the time being? Because they've done that before. Just got an email from Apex, no more evaluation accounts. I don't know. I haven't gotten the email from them. That sounds weird. It's one of the many reasons I'm on Topstep now. Okay. VWAP on ES. Can you explain funded trader? Yeah, funded trading. Yeah. Basically, there's these firms out there, funding firms, that will let you kind of leverage what money you do have to get access to more drawdowns. So basically, they have rules. Each funding firm has their own rules, and you find the firm with the rules and the cost that makes sense to you, that works for you. And then you prove to them in a simulated account that you can follow their rules and hit the profit target required for that account. And once you do so, you'll then be on a funded account, which allows you to trade within their rules again, but then get paid out according to the rules, real money. So for instance, I'm trading a 150K combine on Topstep. Combine's the evaluation. So I prove to them I can make $9,000 while following their rules. They'll then give me a 150K funded account, which gives you access to $4,500 of drawdown. And then you can get paid out, every 5 days that you make $200, you can withdraw 50% of the balance of your account. Does that make sense? So let's say you want to, let's say you don't have $4,500 in your account. Let's say you only have 1,000 and that's not really enough wiggle room for you. You could then pay like $150 to Topstep, do their evaluation, pay $150 for the funded account, and then you'll have access to $4,500 of drawdown, and you'll be able to trade and get payouts. They should just call it what it is, a $4,500 account. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, it's marketing, yeah. You're struggling on your personal account because of margins and stuff. Well, just trade small size on a personal account. There's nothing wrong with that. Trade small size. You know, I started with a $5,000 account, and just trading, for the most part, pretty small size. And I have like, 10% margin, so I could trade one mini if I wanted to. But really, micros is the sweet spot. Another trend line bounce. Yeah. Decent buying here. Yep, taking longs with trend lines, to me, the only good, reasonable trade setup today. I agree with you, Joe. Look at that. Look at that freaking hammer candle on the 15-minute. And then look at these on these candles are just wild. Yeah, Charles saying the same thing there on NAS. We might get a pop out of here. Again, nothing is a normal, something that might look good on a regular day is not necessarily gonna pan out on a day like today. All right, bubblegum. Sounds good. Catch you later. Might get something here. Market is thirsty for my $30. I don't think so. Nice, Chris. Got back up to $200. That's a win, man. Don't force it. Don't force anything else. Market will always get back what it gives you. Not for everybody. I mean, I already took money from the market and put it into my bank account. I'm never depositing what I've made already, you know? Take 10 points and run, yeah. It is that kind of day. How do they confuse someone named Charles with someone named Grizz? Somehow, I don't. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing? Trying to think of what would be the most, like the best way to scalp out some points. Maybe a little pop and failure would be decent for a nice scalp short. There's more than 26 likes. You just have to refresh, Mr. Danity. There's 70 likes, which is still, I feel like there's at least 30 of you that could break us to over 100. Pop and no failure, please, says Roger. I mean, I'm fine with whatever. Just, I wouldn't mind having a tradable setup. That'd be nice. Wouldn't mind failing right at the 4-hour supply. Or not failing, I mean. But I would be looking, if I was long, I'd be looking to take profit at 30s here. Or even faster because of the way things have been reversing. All these mixed overlapping candles will get you. Coming to get you, man. So a little sweep of the highs. A little sweep of the highs there on NAS. Not on ES, though. Nice, Grizz. Well done. VIX is, you know, getting a little bit of a pump, moving a little higher here. Be a little hesitant on the long side. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was saying. Would be interesting to maybe scalp some points is pop higher that fails. So far, that is what is playing out here. Question is, you know, where you, if you do want to scalp this, where are you stopping out? High a day, got to adjust size accordingly. Take profit where? VWAP or trend line, something like that. Just thinking out loud here. No, I didn't jinx this because it's just doing what I said. It'd be a jinx if I said, now it has to continue higher. Then that would have been a really good jinx. But all I did was just Nostradamusing this shit right here. Yeah, 10 to 15 point scalps, Grizz. That's smart. I think that's a good plan. Targets aren't, you know, targets I would have aren't really hitting. Like if I'm targeting 4-hour supply here, turned around, you know, 4 points before it. Obnoxious. I mean, I like what happened here, but I don't like that I mean, it's fine on a day like today, but it is doing what I said, and I prefer to obviously trade it when it's kind of playing out like I was hoping it would. So analysis is only so good as long as you can take profitable trades off of it. Yeah. All right. All right, TBM viewers, welcome. Welcome to your backup stream here. Hope you're having an okay day. It's been very choppy. Hopefully it hasn't, ground you up. No trades today is a win. Being flat on the day is a win. My goal, as I mentioned near the beginning of the stream, is to not overtrade this. My kryptonite is overtrading crappy conditions. So far, one little trade, and I kept it really tight, and luckily got out for a scratch, break even. I know when people come from TVM, there's a huge spike on my graph of concurrent viewers, and then it goes shoo. Plus everyone in chat tells me, hey, math's wrapping up, prepare for an influx of people that don't really like you that much. Been watching VIX, we did move lower, broke lows from Friday, and then we have bounced up since, kind of in the middle of its range here, but definitely am pretty cautious on daily today. Honestly, trendline trading is what paid in this little range here. As much as you guys probably hate to hear it. Do the haters come out when TBM viewers are here? No, it's not TBM viewers. It's just when when I have a red day. That's when the trolls. I think people probably go through different live stream people and be like, who's losing money? I'm gonna go bust their balls. So I pretty much only get trolled when it's a red day. That's not a coincidence. It's a bit harder to troll someone when they're making money clicking buttons. Yeah, VIX is still kind of pushing higher here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, October's troll season? That's too bad, because, man, last week was pretty freaking trolly. It was a very trolly week in our live stream. That sounds fun. Be right back. I'm gonna go hate on some people real quick. What if you start doing it like, oh my gosh, this is fun. I'm getting like a high from doing this. And then Grizz just turns into the ultimate troll. I'm looking for a little short, just a return, essentially just a return to the bottom of this. I would probably tighten up this trend line. Just go off of open here. How much do you set aside for taxes end of year? If I have a lot of short-term cap gains, then I think like 30, 35%, something like that. Yeah, VIX really just bounced right off the lows here. Price has not really had that inverse correlation yet, but we'll see. We did get the move down to VWAP here on NAS, very close to the trend line here. All right, here's the trend line. Again, VIX is very elevated from where it has been. We bounced off this trend line many freaking times. I would not be surprised if we do finally crack it, but either way. Melvin, I try to keep this live stream as politics free as possible because you can go anywhere on the internet and hear about it and talk about it. And it's kind of nice to get a break from it all. And really, who cares what live streamers' political opinions are when they're just looking at charts and pressing buttons? It's irrelevant. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into that. I don't think it's going to be a good time for anybody. So, well, yes, into VWAP, a little buy up off there, into the trend line, a little buy up off there. Do we just really trade this? I don't know. Again, no trade is very. It's also a very good idea. I think the setup has to be like pretty freaking like kind of like a no-brainer, you know. And so far, like to me, the risk here is pretty good because you can at least shoot for like, you know, 09 is a reasonable target. And your stop is, you know, 16 points maybe. So your risk to reward is about, right now it's maybe getting closer to 1 to 3, which is pretty good. Again, though, VIX is kind of skeeving me out here. Maybe I shouldn't overanalyze it, but it's skeeving me out a little bit. What's up, Evan? How you doing? Yeah. All right. We're cracking this. What's up, John? How you doing? I'm doing fine, thanks. We are moving, breaking that trend line with a 5-minute. Currently, does seem to be like we're dropping out of this chop we've been in. Again, I think keep an eye on VIX. Did help me stay away from trying to buy this trend line again, which I think is a good thing to have in your arsenal, is something to look at and help put pieces of, you know, context clues together to figure out what the best thing to do is. I am feeling also it's very fake outy, you know. Yeah, Austin. Just like with ES, you know, ES and NAS are very, very tightly correlated most of the time, and so since it's inverse with VIX, since it's ES and VIX are generally inverse, you can expect similar from NAS. I also wouldn't be surprised just to see a fake out below this, you know, trend line and back up again, because that's just the kind of morning we've been having. Dan, you play FIFA? Yeah, every once in a while. What is a cow that doesn't produce milk? A milk dud or an utter failure? Oh my gosh. Pretty good. Pretty good dad joke. You make a living trading? No. Not yet, man. Maybe next year. So ES has gotten a little bounce right around here a couple times this morning. Really? I thought you did? No, Luhan. No. What kind of bees produce milk? I'm scared to ask. I don't know what kind of bees. All right. Yeah. I was trying to think where he's going with this because it felt a little dangerous. Yeah, Grizz, that's a pretty solid dad joke. Alrighty. Seeing if we can get a decent setup before it's time to end the stream. Not sure there'll be anything, but trying to be patient, very patient. So VIX kind of back up to like 18s, kind of the near the top of the range from Friday and overnight. It's completely plausible to reclaim VWAP here on ES and just back up to the highs. Dark humor, kind of depends. Depends on the type of dark, because I would say generally not really. We might just be reclaiming this, guys. A bullish hammer on the 5-minute. Speaking of cleaner and Russell, let me check Dow here. Was Dow a better trade today? Honestly, it's still garbage, but yeah, no, still garbage. Nothing there I really like. A little curious here if we just reject VWAP again. Features is my main squeeze, Dalton. Every once in a while I'll do an options play. Probably go sideways here for a bit. Oh, Austin, it's just been so blah. I don't want to go sideways. Make it do something better. Do you plan to switch to a live account? I mean, it's not really like a thing you get to decide, you know? My plan is to trade well. My plan is to get payouts. Make a trade that don't start moving in the other direction? Oh, well, that's no fun for me. I'll make the trade on the eval, then my personal account, I'll take the inverse of that. That might be the winning strategy. Not a bad idea. What shows have you been watching as of late? Oh, we've been watching The Bear a lot. All right, Grizz, catch you tomorrow. Buy and hold a random cheap option. Took an L on the SPY ones. So. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. You're saying just at the beginning of a week, buy YOLO. Yeah, I remember. I don't know. I didn't think about it until you mentioned it, so I don't know. I'm open to it. Be fun. Yeah, McHealthy. I mean, Rachel and I watched The Bear a lot this weekend. Finally got into it because the pilot episode is just like so freaking stressful. We're just like kind of exhausted by it, but then it really starts getting good. All right, anyone have a suggestion for a YOLO out of the options, out of the money? I would say Spire QQQ options. Do like a weekly. Bro is finally using trend lines. I've never not used trend lines, really. I just use them a lot more now on like a scalpy time frame. Yeah, the Dow is known for, you know, I feel like old boomers trade the Dow. Just kind of frozen here on VWAP, huh? Working in a restaurant ruined The Bear for you. I can get it. I understand. Yeah, you just probably want a break. Sometimes I trade the afternoon session. I don't really like it. Try to avoid it for the most part. All right, Luhan, catch you later. Go. Yeah, we get a little knife here. Pretty dicey though. Pretty dicey. Do like this break and retest a VWAP on ES just because it's been a little bit more relevant on ES than NQ. Maybe ES just rotates back up to the highs. Seems plausible. Yeah, at the moment, not really worth, nothing really worth trading. Does look like we should get the rotation back up, but in this chop, who knows? Doing fine, thanks. Just one little trade that I tried. I don't remember what it was. It was just I moved to break even pretty fast just to make sure I didn't get in trouble. I think. Oh yeah. This is when I was looking for the breakout before this garbage was 100% confirmed. And so we got a quick spike up. I moved to break even there, and then it got me. So didn't get the continuation that I wanted. So it was a good way to protect myself on that. Well, I don't know. I feel like I should just go ahead and end things here because this isn't just, again, don't really want to take trades. I think today's a success for me, not over trading this. So I think I'm going to call it a session. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully it'll get some better price action and some better setups. But be careful if you continue to trade. And yeah, tomorrow, 10 minutes before market open, I'll be there. So take it easy. Have a good one. Peace.